Corruption in civil service fueled by uncertainty after retirement, says Jonathan. Hello everyone. We'd like to say a very big welcome to you all. Thank you for joining us on the channel. Now, to all of our new subscribers, we'd like to welcome you to our channel. Please do well to like, share, and subscribe to our channel, and also do well to turn on your post notifications on our channel. Now, to our existing subscribers, thank you so much for your support. Thank you so much for your cooperation on this channel. Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up on our posts as they come your way. Thank you very much, and God bless you. Now, on today's report, the former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan has given the reason why the corruption in the civil service is still rampant as it is, and it says that it is being fueled by uncertainty after retirement. Now, this is an issue that I feel is not being actually really talked about and being addressed by the federal government, and this is actually quite true. Now, a lot of our civil service workers, a lot of civil servants who work for so long actually consider and think about the uncertainty that follows when they finally retire. And I think it's one of the reasons that actually fuels them to do a lot of things while they are active in service. And now it's why most of them feel that they have to make it for themselves while in active service. And it leads them into actually doing a lot of wrong things, a lot of corrupt practices just to make money, just to amass wealth for the future. So they have something to fall back on after retirement. Now, I believe that the government can actually do something in terms of welfare for civil servants, workers, so that in the end, when they get retired, when they have stopped working, when they no longer are active in the service, these welfare packages, these welfare plans could be avenues which they fall back on, so they do not have to do all the things they do while in the service. Now, if they know that, okay, there is already a welfare package, if they know that, okay, there is a plan for me after retirement that is being even set up by the government, now they would actually not be so much felt, they would not be so concerned about putting their hands into a lot of wrong things while they are in service. We see that a lot of people get into so many embezzlements, traps and all that. They try to amass wealth for themselves. They try to do a lot of things just to make sure that they are comfortable at the point where they are retired. So they do not go retire after working for so long in the civil service, and then they now retire, and then they are suffering and life becomes unbearable for them. Well, now we're going to go into the details, and we're going to hear what the former President Goodluck Jonathan actually has to say. Now, former President Goodluck Jonathan has attributed the lingering corruption in the civil service to rising uncertainty in the welfare of public office holders. Now, Goodluck Jonathan said this on Tuesday at the book launch of the former chaplain of the SH0CK Villa Chapel, Obioma Onwunzuruba. He said, one of the greatest problems we have in Nigeria, and probably that's why corruption is so pervasive, is that people don't know what will happen to them tomorrow. So such people are tempted to say, now that I am active in service, let me help myself in a bad way. The book launch, which also featured the unveiling of a daycare center for the elderly, marked Onwuzuruba's 73rd birthday celebration. Now, the former president lamented the lack of care for civil servants, whom he said were not allowed to own businesses and still weren't taken care of after retiring from service. Now, while commending the celebrant and his wife for the initiative to launch a daycare center for the elderly, I am quite happy that you and your wife are creative and have this initiative to build a center for the elderly. One of the greatest problems we have in Nigeria, and probably that's why corruption is so perverse, is that people don't know what will happen to them tomorrow, because there is no welfare system that can manage people, especially if you look at the people in the security services. For example, today I was listening to one radio commentary. I think they were talking about the police and so on. And it is true. Somebody works to become a commissioner of police and retires, and he has almost nothing. If care is not taken, he will become a beggar. So such people are tempted to say, now that I am active, let me help myself in a bad way. And of course, our laws too don't allow civil servants to even have a company apart from farming. So you are not allowed to do business as a civil servant. At the same time, nobody is looking after you and your children when you leave the office. So if Onwuzuruba and others come up with this care for the elderly, we all need to support them. Now, chairman of the event and former Minister of Information, Professor Jerry Gana, lamented that integrity is a short supply among Nigerians. He commended the celebrant, describing him as a man of courage who never failed to speak the truth to power. Professor Gana said, in addition to his outstanding contributions, remember that this beloved chaplain as a man of honor, a man of integrity. It is a record that he left a testimony of very high integrity. Integrity is in a short supply in Nigeria. Now, the former primate of the Church of Nigeria, the Anglican Commission, Archbishop Peter Okionla, in his address, noted that the value and practice of caring for the aged were fading among the younger generation, and he called for support to make the elderly center a reality. So that is it on the details of today's report. I want to welcome your way next time with more news happenings around the country. Please do well to stay safe. Bye-bye.